if a rocket shot straight up from Nevada and you just saw that Nevada is pretty much on the other side of the ball, and you saw the moon after the rocket hit something, I don't know, maybe a glass dome, it went up 72 miles, hit something, and then started spinning down, and you could see the fucking moon. If that's the moon, and it's on the other side of the ball that you supposedly live on, how?
Impossible.
Exactly. That's how you should talk if you still believe you live on a ball after that.
The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
These rainbows have anything to do with the firmament, and the firmament's elevation changes as you get further out. Just maybe their shape would change as you go further out. And I want to show you some of the images that came up when I was looking for them in various locations like Alaska. You see this pattern right here, extremely high arch. When you go a little bit further south in Canada, here's another typical double rainbow. But then we're going to go even further south, way further south, Australia. Here's what the rainbow started looking like. And then I typed in rainbows in Antarctica, and oh my goodness, check this out. A flat rainbow. I mean, this thing is so flat. Look at this. And this was taken by the BBC when they were filming, guess what? The Frozen Planet. So the irony here, they're filming a show with the name Planet in there. And the rainbow is as flat as I have ever seen. It almost looks like if you tried to walk under it, you'd hit your head on it. This is spectacular. And I mean, it just really seems to confirm our suspicions about the firmament above us being lower as you get to Antarctica. I'm seeing that there are countless observations to prove the Bible is correct.
I am the highest version of myself. I'm the highest version of myself. I know I am that I am.
Man.
Hey, man. Hey, welcome to another episode of the Godspeed Podcast. What's up, DJ?
What up, Joe?
What's good, Thug?
Oh, you know.
How you felt?
Relaxed, refreshed,
Rejuvenated?
rejuvenated. I kept my same. I wanted to wear the same shirt as I wore last week, just to remind people.
To remind people to pay attention to that? Like, what?
They pay attention. My fans know.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, bud.
How have you been? How have you
Good.
been?
Life's good. Gunner's good. Laying in the hallway, waiting for me to go throw the ball for him.
Okay. Tell me this. How are you feeling right now? And give me the long answer.
I feel absolutely tremendous. I think every day just
Why?
keeps getting better and better because I'm
Why?
I'm alive and I'm grateful for everything I have.
Why?
Because why not? Why feel anything other than great? Why lower my frequency to feel anything other than great? I'm great. I'm grateful for everything I have.
You are great.
I'm grateful for everything I've lost. I'm grateful for everything that I'm gonna gain.
That's a beautiful outlook, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If I lost it, it was in my life, and it gave me what brought me where I am today. So, can you see me?
Can you see me? What the fuck?
Right.
Did you just John?
All right, John.
You just John Cena me?
Jeez, that fucking guy. All right, I am okay. So we're gonna start off this episode. It's mainly one thing, but the first thing.
If it's flat Earth. If it's
Let's
fucking
start
flat Earth.
Here's the first video.
This son of a bitch.
Pop culture has touted Elon Musk as some sort of eccentric heavyweight genius with humble beginnings, but this is demonstrably false. Elon Musk was born in South Africa, where he claims he grew up extremely poor, but his family owned an emerald mine. As a teenager, Elon would trade emeralds for cash in New York City, and his father bragged how they had so much money we couldn't even close our safe. Musk claims to have had about $100,000 of student loan debt, but he received a full scholarship to the University of Pennsylvania, where he bought a 10-bedroom frat house with his friend Adeo Ressi and ran an illegal nightclub. The pop culture claim is that Elon has an IQ of 155, but this has never been tested, and after being accepted into Stanford for PhD studies, he dropped out after 2 days. After dropping out, Elon began his first business venture with his brother Kimball, Zip2, which was essentially a digital version of the Yellow Pages. The brothers received tens of thousands of dollars from their parents, and yet Elon denies this. An associate of Elon's father, Greg Curry, got involved to bring in investors, but Elon's code was no good, so they had to hire on professional coders to rewrite everything. Zip 2 was then sold for $307 million to Compaq, who later shut it down without ever earning a profit. Elon made $22 million, bought a $1 million McLaren F1 supercar, which made mainstream news, before he totaled the uninsured vehicle. Musk then went on to create an online bank, X.com. He partnered with banking expert Harris Fricker, Edward Ho, and Christopher Payne. All three ended up leaving the company after accusing Elon of lying to the media about the quality of their product. Elon claims he founded PayPal. Before the company was named PayPal, it was known as Confinity. It was founded in 1998 by Peter Thiel and Max Levchin. After losing millions of dollars, Elon's X.com was bought by Confinity in a merger in 2000. All Musk contributed at Confinity was his own power struggle. He made himself CEO and pushed to change the name to X.com. The executive team successfully petitioned to fire Musk while he was away on vacation. Part of Musk's resignation agreement stipulated that all references to founders of the company will be removed from their website, allowing Elon to claim credit, which so far is all he has ever achieved. Peter Thiel then rebranded the company as PayPal, went public, and sold to eBay for $1.5 billion. Elon made $180 million from the deal, which he then invested into Tesla, SpaceX, and failed company SolarCity. Elon falsely claims to be the founder of Tesla. Tesla was founded in 2003 by Mark Tarpenning and Martin Eberhard, who developed the Tesla Roadster. When Tesla Motors began looking for venture capital, they approached Elon Musk, who had the fake credibility as PayPal's co-founder. Musk joined with the condition that he be named chairman of the board. In emails, Musk was upset that the media was not giving him credit for Tesla Motors, and went after Martin Eberhard, replacing him as CEO. He then forced Eberhard out of the company and rewrote the company's history to have himself listed as an original co-founder. Martin Eberhard, the man behind the Tesla Roadster, was promised the first Roadster off the assembly line, but Musk screwed him over on that as well and sent that car into space. Elon describes his father as being an evil, abusive man. His father, Errol Musk, has been accused of being a pedophile and fathered a child with his stepdaughter, who is 42 years younger than him. This spoiled, narcissistic failure, son of accused pedophile, wants to put computer chips in everyone's brain so that we can merge with artificial intelligence. His girlfriend is now bragging how this could all lead to a communist utopia. And strangely enough, former Nazi and head of NASA, Wernher von Braun, predicted a man named Elon would conquer Mars in a 1952 novel that he wrote. Which is odd, because NASA has partnered with Elon's SpaceX to work towards colonizing Mars. Elon Musk, like everything else in today's modern society, is a fraud, a fake genius, just like fake philanthropist Bill Gates and his fake vaccines. Brought to you by the fake news. Here's a pro tip for dealing with the mainstream media and all of pop culture. Assume it's a lie and research everything.
Did you know there is a car in space right now? 4.5 years ago, Elon Musk sent his very own 100 Tesla Roadster into space as a test of SpaceX's Falcon Heavy rocket. The car is currently 200 million miles from Earth.
Now my car is orbiting Mars.
Wow.
So now hopefully if somebody in the alien civilizations in the future could find that, it'll be like around for like millions of years.
I've seen the images
Yeah.
of it with the.
That looks fake.
It looks.
That's how you know it's real.
Is that how you know it's real?
Yeah,
How do the images get to us?
with
The
a
image.
Yeah, with a radio.
You can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. We'd have way better CGI if it was fake.
They'd have better CGI if it was fake. So that fake ass car going across the planet with no clouds moving, with the fucking bottom of the earth shaded out. Come on, bro. And then Elon Musk, bro, he's a fucking scam artist with every company he's ever been in. Fucking, here's this video right here. This rocket going up into space. SpaceX. I wonder what's gonna happen to the rocket. Is it gonna go into outer space like it should be able to, or is it gonna hit the fucking dome and explode? Looks like it hit the dome and exploded. Elon Musk is a piece of crap, and he's faking space with NASA, and he's always been controlled opposition. His dad's a pedophile, part of the Illuminati. His mother has ties to the Illuminati. He wants to put chips in everybody's brains. His girlfriend's excited about a communist utopia, and people thought he was actually on Trump's side. No, because Elon Musk is not the Elon Musk that you saw in those pictures. He's been replaced, and this dude's an actor. And the whole Trump Epstein files, If they had anything on Trump, it would have came out a while ago. And this is probably so Trump can do discovery, and they have to open the Epstein files. I'm hoping he sues Elon, and that's the whole plan, but who the fuck knows? I'm more convinced than ever that the Q thing is real, so.
You keep telling me about that. I keep waiting for it to happen.
So what do you think about Elon Musk? What?
I didn't know any of those things. Excuse me.
Nobody does. They think he's a genius.
He just presents like a autistic genius. You know what I mean?
He acts like a retard.
Previous to this or now?
Previous and then now.
Previous, I just thought he was a fucking autistic weirdo who was trying to do good things. Now, if those things are actually true, if they're all actually true, I think he's a fucking creep. He's a fucking creep.
Yeah.
He's just like everyone else, one of them.
Yeah. What do you believe that car was actually in space?
No, I don't, dude. I don't know. I don't honestly. I don't know if anything can get to space. I don't think we've been on the moon. That's for sure. So
Maybe there, bud. We can agree on that.
let's agree on it then.
All right, we agree.
I gotta tighten up this stand here. It's like fucking loose. There we go.
All right, so this is the Go Fast rocket. It was May 17th, 2004. Okay.
Yeah.
I edited this so it'll go quicker because it's a few minutes. But I say how much I time how fast it's going when I sped it up. Hit something. Now it's slowly falling. It went up 72 miles, and they're in Nevada. What's that? Is that the moon? Yeah, it looks like the moon. Oh, yeah, the rocket's falling and you can see the moon. Nothing weird about that. Let's keep going. It's just going to spin for a little while longer. You would say that's the moon, though, right? I mean...
I guess, yeah.
What else would it have been? It looks like the moon. All right, we'll speed this up. So... I went on Google, everybody's favorite Freemason search engine, and I asked it, where was the moon visible from in May 17th, 2004? And this is what it told me. On May 17th, 2004, the moon was in a waning crescent phase. The moon's visibility would have been varied depending on the specific location on Earth, but according to Wikipedia, it was visible over much of Africa, Eastern Europe, Antarctica, and Asia, including Central and South Asia. Okay? So you shouldn't be able to see the moon from Nevada if it's on the other side of the ball. So that's
right.
I did this earlier. That's me in Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
How, if a rocket shot straight up, Nevada's pretty much on the other side of the ball almost.
Right.
How did you see the moon if a rocket shot straight up and the Earth's a ball? Look at Skull Island right there. Look at Skull Island right there. But riddle me that, Batman.
Riddle me that.
That's a skull, bro. That's like
Africa?
That's like when shot. Like someone got shot in the head and the skull's breaking off the top. Look at that.
Yeah. I sees it.
All right, so what do you think? What do you think about the rocket? Explain that on your globe.
If everything you just showed me is accurate
It
and
is
true,
It is.
then yes,
Everything is accurate and true.
it's complete bullshit.
What's bullshit? That the Earth's a ball?
The rocket.
That the Earth's a ball is bullshit.
The rocket video is bullshit.
What was bullshit about it?
No, it's not real.
No. The rocket is a real video from 2004.
Nah. CGI.
Yes. No, dude. It's. You can actually see all of the scientifics that they did to it. It was like it wasn't like a regular person doing it. It was like a.
Oh, I see what you're trying to get me to say here.
No. I'm not trying to get you to say anything. I want you to answer the question because you ask me questions and I answer them. So this is my turn to ask you a question. If a rocket shot straight up from Nevada and you just saw that Nevada is pretty much on the other side of the ball, and you saw the moon after the rocket. Well, I'll wait till I'm back.
I can hear you.
Okay, the rocket hit something. I don't know, maybe a glass dome. It went up 72 miles, hit something, and then started spinning down, and you could see the fucking moon. If that's the moon, and it's on the other side of the ball that you supposedly live on, how?
Impossible.
Impossible. You're right.
Impossible.
Exactly. That's how you should talk if you still believe you live on a ball after that.
No, those are the people who can see those are the people who can see the moon that day. Impossible.
Bro. Do you get what I'm spitting?
Yes, I fucking got it. Jesus, let's move on.
You want to move on because you can't deal with the fact that
you want the truth?
It's unbelievable. Yes, I do.
You can't handle
I absolutely can. You're cracked. You're a fucking flat earther. There's no other response to that. That was a nail in the coffin.
I'm over here shooting threes. That's a nail in the coffin.
It was a nail in the coffin. All right.
Oh, shit. All right.
Next proof.
Let's fucking proof.
Bro, that wasn't proof right there? Oh, I can't wait till the end because I'm hitting you hard at the end of this video. Here we go. Next video.
Even the firmament, there's proof of that barrier, video footage. And what you're seeing, I just want to break down for anyone who by chance is here and has no clue what we're talking about. We're talking about lightning sprites. This phenomenon is very mysterious for a reason. It wasn't captured on photo until about the 1980s. But these things occur at heights above 60 miles. And these things are massive, almost 60 miles wide. They make Mount Everest look like a giant stone. These things are huge and powerful, billions of volts of electricity. And when we look at what these things are, they are considered large electrical discharges made up of plasma. How does this prove there's a barrier up above us? Because we can replicate it in the lab with an invention made by Nikola Tesla known as the plasma ball. This thing can replicate lightning sprites brilliantly. And where it comes into proving that there's a barrier up above us is when you try to do this without the barrier. If you remove this barrier, it's not going to work. That's why you see waves moving across this barrier before these things shoot out. When you flip it upside down, it looks like waves in the ocean. And they haven't just been captured on video by Nova, they've been captured by astronomers. There are people who go out time and time again and film things that should not happen on the globe, but you can see it for yourself. It's there. This necessitates a barrier. This doesn't happen in deep space. A vacuum chamber is not going to have random waves moving in front of luminaries like
that. That's interesting. That one's interesting. You might get me there.
I should have got you on the last one. I fucking
no, I don't know about that. That could have been faked, but that one's interesting.
It's not faked.
It could have been.
I'm telling you right now, it's not. Go look for yourself.
I'm telling you,
I did all
pinky
that.
toe.
I did the Earth map thing. I googled the thing, and that video is 100% real. Go ahead. Lightning sprites. Go ahead. Talk about it.
I don't remember. I don't fucking.
You said that was interesting, and then you saw that
was interesting.
You saw the waves going over the moon. Why are there waves on the moon? Because the moon is just a light in the sky. It's in the firmament.
The firmament.
You want to keep going?
Play the next one.
You don't want to talk about this one?
Play the next one.
You don't want to talk about this one?
Oh, yeah, I thought it was interesting.
How did it happen?
There's something more to it.
If there's no barrier, it can't happen.
Can you give me more?
This is the World Submarine Cables Map.
I want you to think of South America as 1, Africa as 2, and Australia as 3. Notice how there is no cables from here to here or here to here. You might ask, why is that important? Here's why. The reason you will never see these cables connected is because look how far the distance is from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3, and the vast distance from 1 to 3. But Ryan, what about these cables here? Oh yeah, you mean the short distance right here? But you might ask yourself, Ryan, why is that important? Over 99% of the world's internet traffic, including international phone calls and data transfers, rely on cables. Not satellites, cables. Y'all, pull up any map of sea cables and you will see that none of these touch.
Why? Why don't they touch? They don't have long enough cables?
They probably don't. Cables are expensive.
No. On a globe, they shouldn't be that long, but they still don't touch. That's the point. On a flat Earth, they'd be too long. Hence the reason they don't touch, because they're too long. I love it. This episode's going good.
Fuck you. Fuck you, you son of a bitch.
Oh, the language, man. We got kids watching. Kids are trying to learn. And this is the best school ever. Godspeed Podcast. Best school ever. Hey, who's this?
This is a video from one of the most popular celestial accounts on TikTok. He is a glober. He accidentally shows us the firmament and doesn't even realize that is frosted glass. Look at that. If you have no idea what the firmament is, Haven's gonna walk us through really quick.
Who is it?
Genesis 1:6, and God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." It's often understood as a solid dome or expanse that separates the waters above from the waters below. And we know it's a dome because the Hebrew word translates to expanse or dome. The Greek further solidifies this, and we've always known that we live in a semi-flat realm with a dome-shaped covering. You can literally see waves of water going over the moon in like every telescope video. Look in the craters, you can see the water bubbling up in them and blinking. This is what stars actually look like in telescopes. This is bioluminescent water. We get this on Earth at certain times. Bottlenose dolphins in bioluminescent water, and wait for it. I can't get over this. I love the Northern Lights, and this just makes it so much better. In Alaskan folklore, they thought that the Northern Lights were cosmic fish or salmon swimming back home to the great wise bear. And Polaris, God's room, is a part of the bear constellation. Could this be the river of life? So now, knowing what we know, that the Bible never lies, there's waters above and a firmament, and there's legends about cosmic fish in multiple ancient cultures. Listen, I'm not saying that these are cosmic fish, but I don't think they're UFOs.
What? Would you do?
She said, now that we know the Bible never lies.
She's religious and she does a whole bunch of Bible videos. Putting that aside, because like I already said, the Bible was corrupted. They added a whole bunch of Bibles, like the New Testament. And they also removed a whole bunch of estimates, like the shit that talks about Anunnaki and all that. So, besides that,
I'm just saying that's where she lost me. As soon as she said that, I couldn't fucking even stand to look at her stupid fucking face anymore.
All right, next video.
And I won't go into too much detail, but he says, look, the sun's not going down. He says, you saw the sun come back up, right? Says, yeah. What's with that? He says, well, it's not going back down all night. You're going to see it off the left side, and it's going to come around off the nose, and by Honolulu tomorrow morning, it's going to be about 2 o'clock off the nose, and it'll be coming up. Really? What about the spin of the Earth? And the captain over there in the co-pilot seat, he looked at me and says, spin? He says, the Earth don't spin. You don't read your Bible? Now, that shut me up big time right there, because I hadn't read the Bible ever, okay? So I didn't know what it said. You know, don't you read your Bible? Okay, great. You got my work cut out for me. So we get to Honolulu, and, you know, the only thing that spun on me when we got to Honolulu was my head. Because I saw the sun all night, it didn't go down, the Earth ain't spinning, and there's no curve. So I get out of the plane, and he says, "Oh, one more thing." He says, if the Earth is supposed to be round, like they say, okay, it's 8 inches per mile squared. That's the math on the curvature. Go find it. Look for it and go find it. The first thing I did was I got up the next day and I went out to the North Shore and I was looking for Kauai because I'd seen it before. And there it is, Kauai, 108 miles away. It's 5,400 feet high, so it's above, well, first of all, it should be below about 400 feet below the horizon, okay? And I could see all the way to the beach on Kauai from 108 miles away. And so now here I am. You know, I'm a bona fide flat earther because I can't deny it. I can't deny it. And see, that's the problem with flat earthers. They go out and look, and now they come back, and they're surrounded by globe heads, and they get the horse's ass laughter. They get, you're a flat earther.
Horse's ass laugh. That's what you sound like, bro. You laugh at me. See? Right there. Right there. That's not even an accident. That's your real laugh. I didn't call you a globe head, bud.
Globe head?
Globe head's way better than what other people call you.
What do they call me?
Globe tard.
Oh, well, man.
And retard came back. Everybody.
Yeah, it's back, bro.
It's back, so it doesn't matter.
It's back.
It's fine. It's fine. So what do you think about a pilot telling you what's what?
His started with the Bible.
You can start with the Bible.
Start with the Bible.
Didn't
that
start
bullshit.
with the Bible. And I've already told you, dude, the Bible's got tons of truth in it. And you keep bringing it back to religion. It doesn't have anything to do with the religion. It's just an old-ass book. It's like the oldest book you could fucking think of. And it's telling you the earth is flat.
You know
So take religion away from the Bible. Just think of it as an old-ass book.
You know what we should do?
Yeah.
We should break into the Vatican.
There's reptilians there.
I didn't believe in them.
Supposedly, I said.
Thought you didn't believe in them.
I don't. I think there's evil fuckers there.
We should break into that bitch
I think
and set those evil fuckers free.
Set them free from their
From their
lives?
lives.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know?
There you go. There you go.
Let's do it. Let's fucking do it.
There,
On the next episode.
There you go.
We get 100 million subscribers. We're breaking into the Vatican.
Yep. Yes, sir. I'm down.
100 million. Shit.
You gotta bring
10
Annie.
million. We'll get something better over there.
Over there.
The Vatican.
I know what you were saying, but
Okay.
hey, here's this guy.
NASA has been lying to us about what stars really are, guys. Now, what you're looking at right now is a star in a jar. Scientists
baby.
recreated a star using sound, frequency, and water in a jar, which is really funny because all of our ancestors told us that the stars, this is what the stars really look like under a Nikon P900, the most powerful camera there is. They always told us that the stars are frequencies of light within the waters above God's dome or firmament. Have a listen to this right now.
It looked like a star in the heavens.
Sure does.
Seth Putterman called it the star in a jar, a tiny spot of bright light contained in a flask of liquid. This star in a jar is made when a sound wave is passed through a small bubble inside a flask of liquid. And this sound wave makes the bubble do something remarkable. First it expands, then it collapses. And this collapse happens so violently that vapor molecules trapped inside the bubble slam together and heat up so much that the bubble gives off an incredible burst of heat and light, several thousand times a second, giving the appearance of a star.
Once again, guys, here's exactly what stars actually look like versus what NASA tells us they look like. Here you're going to see Buddy zoom in on an actual star. You're going to see what stars actually look like to our own naked eye, not what NASA tells you. It's all CGI bullshit. Cymatic patterns, which are frequencies of sound pitched into water. This is what our ancestors told us the stars were. Frequencies of light within the waters above God's dome or firmament. Mentioned many times in the Bible, the Quran, all religious texts. All of our ancestors depicted this. This is what the stars really look like, guys. It is frequencies of light within the waters above. Now, check this out. Here's how the Egyptians depicted our Earth. You know the people that built the pyramids that, we can't replicate? Probably a little bit more wise than we were, huh? Well, They always told us that the stars were within the firmament above. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. Genesis 1:7. Well, there's waters above us. Man, that would give us a perfect explanation of why the sky is blue. Guys, it wasn't just the Egyptians that told us this. It was all of our ancestors, all of them. Here's what the planets really look like, and here's what NASA tells you they look like. Mars, real Mars. Make sure to like, share.
Yes, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, stars in a jar. I can see how we could mistake the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mistake the two. All right, that's all I got. I figured I'd keep the flat earth short this time because, you can't handle it. So what do you think? What do you think? What do you think about this episode?
These ones pain me a little bit.
Pain you?
These ones pain me a little bit.
For what?
Although you did show me some cool stuff. The lightning. That's something to look into. Maybe I'll do a little research on that, bud.
Why don't you do a little research on the Go Fast rocket from May 17, 2004 that you think is a fake video when it's not?
I think you're a fake video right now.
You glaze over my actual proofs. You just glaze over them and I get no answers. It's
Why do we keep going down?
Oh, that was a fucking boom shakalaka right there, and you're just
bringing it back, Space Jam, or wait, what was it?
Space Jam.
Not Space Jam. What was it?
Boom shakalaka to get
NBA Jam. That's what it was. You're bringing back NBA Jam. Boom shakalaka.
But that's what it was.
All right. Okay.
All right. So, What do you think about today's episode? What's your final analysis on today's episode? Are you a flat earther, or do you still think you're spinning and barreling through outer space? What's your answer?
I can't say that I'm 50-50. I'll give you that.
50-50 now.
I'm 50-50.
All right. Why don't you come back at me with some globe proofs?
I'll just play you a fucking video and you'll deny all of them. So.
No, I will. No, see, that's the difference. When I play a video for you, you can't explain it. When you play videos for me, I can actually dissect it a million different ways or just tell you it's fucking CGI bullshit.
I don't spend my time researching this shit.
Well,
you should be able to explain it.
What I'm saying is you're 50%, you're holding on to your children's belief.
Okay.
You're holding on to the beliefs you had as a child.
That being said, when I watch other videos on the opposite side, I'm like, oh, that makes sense too. Oh, that makes sense too.
Show me these videos.
I've sent them to you.
No, you haven't. You showed me one. You've shown me one that was on an episode about Flight Pass, and I showed you the rebuttal. And
so we agree to disagree on it. I believe that.
But what I'm saying is, you showed me one video, and your video just had to do with flight times, like they can't go faster or slower. I proved to you why they have to go the distance they go. That was my rebuttal video. What I'm saying is, you've only sent me one video.
Joe,
but
I don't think we're ever. Be satisfied with that, man. What the fuck? I don't think we're ever gonna completely agree on this.
You know what? Mississippi River might not be the Nile, but you definitely are in denial. Godspeed.
Godspeed, you fucking weirdo.
You've reached the offices of the Godspeed podcast. We are currently closed. Please leave your information and someone will return your call within 24 business days. Thank you.
How many science classes do you have to fail before that even comes into the realm of possibility? Have you never seen a picture of Earth from space? What do you think, we got the perfect angle every fucking time?